look to build on their opening night wins in their second outing in Group D. Well, Avellino starting their Basketball Champions League the tough way around. 2 road trips for them, but buoyed by the incredibly impressive performance over Besiktas last week. There you see Besiktas winning on the road in Ostend. Salona Gura just held on against Bonn, and Nürnberg dispatched Aris. So that leaves only one team winless so far as Telekom Baskets Bonn prop up the whole group. We're going to look at the group table in a moment. But Avellino qualified as the 3rd place team in the Italian Serie A. Made the last 16 before losing to Venezia last year. Venezia ultimately went on to the Final Four and ultimately went on to win the Italian Championship. So here is the Group D standings, where Besiktas, after the impressive road win on points difference, lead the group. And as we see there at the bottom, Bonn with the only O in the win column. What a tough group this is going to be. And Avellino and Nanterre, well, one of them will get a second win and go to 2-0 and go to the top of Group D. So even though it's only week 2 of the Basketball Champions League, already games really taking on an importance as teams vie for a top 16 position. There's the Avellino roster with a little bit of information missing, but highlighted by Martin Lunen, who really is the rock for coach Sakli Apanti. Jason Rich and Ariel Filoy were the heroes of last week's road win in Besiktas. And Avellino shot an impressive 62% from the three-point line in the opening day win. And if you're shooting 62% from the three-point line, you're going to get some wins. Nanterre, again, trying to keep their heights and ages a little bit secretive. There's their roster. Johan Passard-Dutiel was their 20-point leader of the win over Nürnberg last week. Hugo Invenizi was also impressive, and also impressive at the weekend as Nanterre picked up their 3rd win of a 5-game-old league season in France. So just about to get into the individual player introductions. Avellino will be obviously introduced first to the home crowd, and Nanterre will make their entrance after that. What a story Nanterre is. It is the family-run club, I think, is the best way to describe it, under coach Pascal Lamadieu. 18 years as their head coach, his family part of the fabric of this club. Founded in 1927, and they welcome this roster from Avellino. Avellino sitting 2-1 in 5th spot in the Italian league. Had a big win over Torino at the weekend, so really did get buoyed by the win on the road against Besiktas. Can't say enough great things about coach Sakli Apanti. His adjustments last week during the game were really a difference maker. And Avellino are a tough nut to crack in this Group D. One of the teams that if you finish above them, you probably would say you've got a great chance of being in the top 16. Top 4 teams to qualify from the groups, which will give us a round of 16 for knockouts. Over 300 games in the Basketball Champions League, making it the biggest continental club championship in the world. And already, in only its 2nd season, establishing itself as part of the fabric of international club basketball. Cheerleaders, the guard of honor, just about get in position before the mascot makes his way out there. Dylan Petaway, the small forward, the Texas native, His first year, and in fact, this one of the issues that Nanterre have is that apart from 3 of the roster are all first-year players, so these first weeks of the season are going to be a tough ask for this Nanterre lineup as they try and establish the way they're going to do things. Nice touch with the mascots. That young mascot, a little bit keen, dragging out. Jamal Schuler as head coach. Schwarzik, the German international, the veteran now, still a real threat from the perimeter, enjoying his time in the French capital. It's a great moment for these youngsters. And Eric Murphy, not to be outdone by anybody, brings 2 little mascots out. The American Finn, Passard Dutiel. What a game, the veteran, the 32-year-old. By any stretch of the imagination, an undersized inside guy. 20-point haul last week really did underline the win over Nürnberg. And that was the 3rd game for Nanterre, as they, 3rd place team in France, had to come through the last qualifying round, overcome Minsk in a really tight 5-point, 2-legged affair. One leg finished tied at 68 apiece, and a 5-point win for Nanterre saw them advance into the regular season. Nanterre, though, not without European success, as we see the 3rd team on the floor, the 3 officials, Zena Glisic, Goran Slivic, and Klipan Stojka from Romania, Austria, and Serbia will make the 3rd team on the floor for this evening's game. And as we've seen already in the even week 2 of the Basketball Champions League, the quality of the officiating matches the quality of the basketball play. Here's the starting lineup for Avellino. Fittipaldi really has got some people talking, as he really does spark this lineup. Jason Rich has been phenomenally efficient. Zalini, Lernen, and Wells make up the starting lineup. Des Wells was solid last week in Istanbul, and I think that's the best thing you can say about this Avellino last night. They really did come up with a great team performance to overcome Besiktas, and you saw how good Besiktas were last night as they just dominated Ostend from the opening tip. Here's the starting lineup for Nanterre 92 with Konote, Venezi, Aminu, the Nigerian-American on the inside, has got a lot of responsibility. 2'10", he's 30 years old now, much traveled, the Georgia Tech graduate. He's really got to do a job to contain this Avellino lineup. Well, it's not going to be until week 3 or 4 that I think the group starts to take a bit of shape, but this group is already proving difficult to call, because Ostend, with the impressive road win in week 1, were just completely dominated by Besiktas as they came up with a road win. Coach Damadieu, well, he is part of the furniture, part of the real fabric of Nanterre. Talking about being part of the fabric, Gabriel Benti was, followed on from a very quick revolving door of coaching roles at Avellino. Has real stability, has put the club in a very good place of consistency. Now he just needs the next breakthrough, needs to get over the hump, needs to win some silverware. That's what he'll be aspiring to do. Well, welcome everybody to Nanterre, just outside the center of Paris, as Nanterre in the white uniform welcome Avellino for week 2 action of the Basketball Champions League. They're just about to jump it up. And if Avellino are anywhere as good as they were last week, Nanterre are going to have to come up with a very strong performance to protect the home court. Nanterre will get the first look at the half court. Shafatsik will move it on. Inside touch. Aminu with his back to the hoop will skip it. Schuler with not long on the possession. He's got to put it up, takes the tough one and hits nothing. And a really passive start by Nanterre. Never really attacked the hoop, never really got any sort of rotation defensively. And Avellino, who really did turn the screws on Sidigas in quarters 2, 3, and 4. Great find. Great block though. Schuler from behind really comes up with a block and tries to run. Big trail. Shafatsik for 3 is off. Defensive rebound is learning. He just always will accumulate stats. And Fittipaldo in the half court. Nice pass to the inside, easy too. And no wonder Jason Rich comes up with great numbers if that's what he's doing. Nice little right-hand layup, no defensive rotation. And Avellino tick it over. Avellino's defense really does force you. As they force you to, I was just about to say, force you to take the tough one. And Konate just was harried. Then he gets the bump. There was the whistle. Good call by the official. As we get a replay of Jason Rich down the other end. Rahou Konate. Small forward, the Frenchman strokes the second. And the score will tick over in a moment, I'm sure it will. Rich out top, will move it on. Avellino share it. They really do have a real pass mentality. Fittipaldo, Luna really adjusts. 5 on the possession. And we're going to get a traveling call, little stumble. Wells. So we got Adonis just ran into the back of Zarini. Zarini just couldn't get out the way. Aminu and Zarini just between them just gave no options for Wells to get anything going. Shafatsik into the half court. Paolo just makes him work down the floor. Takes the high screen a long way out. Aminu wants a touch, gets it. Inside, outside, Shafatsik for 3. Just put it in the book. If he comes off in rhythm, he just fills it up from deep. Fittipaldo gets it into the half court. Little give and go action, little deflection, chance to run. No holding back, little shovel pass. We have a whistle on the plate. Great push. Turning defense into early options. And Zanini's going to be charged with a personal. Nanterre with the early 5-2 advantage. Luna gets it. Double team comes from the weak side. Needs a pass. No one just about finds. Well, extra pass. Wide open. They can't knock it down. Rich can't knock down the open 3. And Schuler will advance it. Looks to keep pushing in transition. Ote puts it on the floor. Goes off the glass. Will draw contact. And we'll go to the free throw line. And after that really passive first 24, Nanterre, the aggressor. Nanterre taking the ball strong, penetration. Will draw contact, and Konate will go. Konate will go to the free throw line. Ariel Filoy will step in. How good was Filoy last week? Really, with his move from Venezia after a successful Eurobasket with Italy. His first time in the national team at 30. And he really did grab it with both hands. Really impressed Coach Messina. And 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Nanterre with a 6-2 advantage. Filoy off the little screen away. Rich looks underneath. The inside outside. Fittipaldi from the corner. That's the side of the ring. Pass wasn't really there. Great movement. Rich little ball fake. 4 on the possessions. Got to go up. Lerner. They're not going to get it away. And great scramble by Nanterre. Nanterre in the half court. Always being the aggressor. Now he puts it on the floor again. Again, move to the hoop for 2. And they are just taking it straight at the defense. And then it goes up off the glass, kisses it. And Aminou gets the 2. Rich wants it on the inside, likes the matchup, not going to get a look. Wow, now from the corner.
2 points, Andrea Zellini.
Zellini with the deep 2 from the corner. Shifatsi will get Nanterre into the half court. Shooter outside. Will look to attack it again. Filoy read it on the break. Straight up himself off the glass. Cute finish. Well, he's never going to be above the ring. That finds great angles. Uses his body so well. Protects it. Gets the 2. And Avellino closed it to a 2-point game. With a turnaround. Oh, great work by Shifatsi. No one put a body on him. Minu gets another touch. Tries to face up. Comes back to the right hand with a jump hook. And Filoy just boxes out and looks to run. Fittipaldi in transition. Looks for a pass. Filoy, great pass. Zellini on the trail for 2. And team basketball on the break for Avellino. High percentage basketball. All of that. Filoy's vision. Zellini with a beautiful little finish off the glass. And Avellino tied at 8. A joy to watch. Shifatsi. And that's a baseline. Needs a pass. Finds one. Shifatsi in the corner is short. Ball scrambled down. Oh, buried on the run. On the shrill scramble it down. And Imanizzi stayed focused. Gets his feet set. Knocks down the 3. We got a whistle as Rich draws contact.
Substitution donc dernier tour. Applaudissements pour la sortie de Jamal Schiller. Egal Aminou out. Remplacé par Kieran.
Substitutions coming in off the Nanterre bench. Aminou will sit.
Substitution. Sidigas Avellino.
Well, the man of last week, Johan Pazav Dutiel steps in.
Olonsi, Jason Rich on the line for 2 shots. Three points, Bruno, Fittipaldi, Hopper.
Tied at 11 apiece, another scramble play. Shifatsi, hard show by Lerner on the screen, gets caught. Well, we're going to go with cliches with his hands in the cookie jar. Tried to reach, no need. Had control of the situation defensively. Picks up the personal.
Remise en jeu, Nanterre ball. Forced team foul, Sidigas Avellino, 4e faute d'équipe pour les Italiens. À la prochaine faute, dénoncée à suite pour Nanterre 92.
Put away in the game. Shafatsik off the high screen. Little action on the pick and roll. Inside, outside. Metzi with a three. Oh! Well, the game, courtside announcer called it. Downtown is an understatement. That was on the Champs-Élysées. Metzi from deep. Leuven looks inside. We've got a whistle on the play. Foul's going to be called.
Personnel foul.
Oh,
Faute personnelle.
UTL.
Du numéro 42, 42, Jopa Savinte. His first.
Dutel picks up the personal. Got to play it physical, little undersized, got to be the quicker man all the time. Just a little too physical on that occasion. Lerner gets his feet set. He looks longingly at the official, I think is the phrase. But gets no response. Still wants to talk about it. Shafatsik calls it. Venezzi gives it up to Petaway, puts it on the floor, spins in the lane, steps through with a second move. What a block! And Dai said, no way you're going to get that one away. Rich, little shake going up. Tough one is going to be finding his way to the free throw line. Venezzi picks up the personal. Rich lost his footing but had enough presence to stay with the shot. Crossover. Gets the foul there. That's the spin, and then Dai's going to come over. So get out of here. Venezzi will sit down. So Nanterre really do go deep, really do rotate, trying to keep the tempo high. Eric Murphy comes in. ...25 points last week for... Sorry, 21 points last week for Jason Rich in the win in Istanbul. Had 15 of those in the first half. Just carried his team when they were struggling a little. He was the guy that really did step up. Ties the game at 14 apiece, goes 1 from 2 from the free throw line. Inside the last 3 of the first quarter. Murphy will hand off. Shafatsik, who never seems rushed tonight. Looks underneath. Murphy has it. Tell has it on the inside. Little handoff. Shafatsik going baseline. Needs a pass. Open in the corner for 3. Avellino's defense is as good as you'll find in the Basketball Champions League. Their rotations are quick. Their help and their scramble is just tremendous. They make you work for everything. Filoy has it. Feels the hard show. Needs a pass. Luna feet set for 3 is long. Petaway comes down with the defensive rebound, and Terlan Petaway will advance it. Looks to attack, goes off the glass, gets the drop. Petaway with this move here, gets a little contact, throws away Rich. But I think the foul was, the contact was the first one there, which he then clears out as a reaction. Jouafé checks in. Petaway can't complete the 3-point play. Nanterre have it by 2. 2 minutes to go in the first. Filoy has it, needs a pass. Lunin. Backdoor was there. They decided to just come off it. Lerner attacks the closeout. Needs a pass now. Goes off the glass for 2. Great presence of mind. No pass for Martin Lunin. Stayed with the play. Went to his friend, called the backboard. Gets the soft touch, gets the 2. We're tied at 16 again. Petaway steps back, long 2, off balance. A little kickback action, shall we say, and very early for that percentage of shot. Lerner will move it on. Filoy gets his feet set, just knocks it down. In rhythm, he is up there with the best in Europe. knocks down the three, 19-16, and Schwarzik needs a pass. Fay can't get it to drop. Learning just collects another rebound and advances. Looks long. Great look. And Dye stealing dunk. But great work defensively in the defensive transition. Learning will sit.
Sidigas Avellino.
Scrub. Thomas Scrub. Scrub in the game. Gets a touch. Filoy. Dye's going to give him a ball screen. He'll roll. Rich outside. This team just makes decision after decision. It's really, IQ-wise, it's great to see. Rich, great find. Scrub with a three is off. And Dye should come down with it, and does. And they get a new full team. This early in the season, Avellino looked very, very comfortable with each other. Great cut. Scrub again with a little floater for two. Doesn't get the drop. He's had two great looks since coming off the bench. Schwarzik in transition. Pulls the trigger. Count it. Give him a moment. Give him an inch. And Schwarzik will never need a second invitation to try and knock down the three. Avellino will hold for the last shot of the first quarter. Rich comes off the screen. Gets a matchup he likes. Everybody in the air, turn around off the glass, can't get it to drop, and that will do it for the first quarter. And both clubs have come out, great rhythm offensively. It's tight, it's intense, and we're tied at 19 apiece.
Non, je veux dire, on vous a demandé de switcher. On switch. Il y a deux options. Ou on met de l'agressivité ou on fait un mess. Ok? Faites attention à ça. Eh, prends pas de retard quand vous switchez. Là, t'as pris trop de retard. L'attaque, c'est plutôt pas mal. On essaye de travailler.
Well, I can tell from the tone and the way that both coaches going through those timeouts, it's very much a process for both of them. Calm, trying to get the options, both of them talking about the sharing of the basketball. Interesting for Nanterre with their lineup, very much the opportunity to switch. They talked about switching in that timeout to see if they're going to deal with the ball movement and the screens away from the ball from Avellino by switching. They've got the type of lineup that can do it, apart from maybe Schwarzik, pretty much like for like size-wise. So interesting to see how they approach this second quarter. Both coaches think it through. Both coaches will make adjustments during the game. So interesting to see how Nanterre's defensive, they do switch, takes Avellino out of what they're looking to run. Lorenzo Decol will inbound the basketball in partnership with Ariel Filoy in the backcourt. Filoy has. And Sidigas Avellino will have the first look at it at the start of this second quarter. Hit the second side early. Decol looked great, hard show. Gonna recover it? No, he's not. Yes, he is. And the referees look at each other. Ball will still stay with Avellino. Great hard show. That's the quickness that Ductiel gives you. Passage Ductiel, that quickness. Now they've got 10 seconds of their possession. Filoy will be aware, and he'll bring it down to 5. Filoy stops, fires the three, is long. No green shirt in the green keyway. Everyone cleared out on the glass. Everyone bowed out to get back on defense. Pedaway, hesitation in the traffic with hang time for 2. Delin Pedaway takes a little contact on the way up. Little hang time, uses the glass. Will go to the free throw line for the M1. And Dye just could not get position. Tough move. Chance to make it a 3-point game. And he's successful. Third Cole. Filoet will move it on. They do a great job at making the next pass quickly. The ball doesn't get stuck very often. Rich, off the little pull-up is fouled, and Pedaway wanted a little too much. So Rich gets his feet set, tough dribble, and Pedaway's just a little too close going up. Little contact on the elbow. Rich on the free throw line. To make it a 1-point game, which he does. And Avellino, extension up the floor. Fartsik, he's gone the whole game so far. Pedaway, when he builds up the head of steam, he finds space, but he can't get it to drop. Defensive rebound. You can tell almost gets the steal. And when your 32-year-old veteran is on the floor, you know you've got a great attitude as a ball club. Great effort by the vet. Reads the play, gets a piece, wants it, can't control it. But that tells you everything about this Nanterre ball club. Rich has it and moves it into the half court. Herkal has it. A lot of action in the passing lane. They're going to go ball screen. Ndiaye will dive, doesn't get a look. Rich has to take the long three, is way off. And Shafatsik has it. Does he have numbers down the floor? He looks long. The defensive transition is good enough. Eric Murphy looks to hand off. Pedaway is blocked on the three-point line. Utah's got to put it up. 5 on the possession. Little floater is no good. And again, a chance to run here. Rich pulls up, short 2. Just drops it. Jason Rich ticks it over. And Avellino, another lead change. Murphy out top. Avellino just takes you that little step further out than you want to. Always contested. Oh, watch out! Foul on the play. Dutiel was not going to be allowed to dunk. Amadi Ndiaye says no. Just gets a little close, and Ndiaye recovers and takes everything. Rich is going to sit. Shafatsik gets his first moments on the bench of the game. Johan Passav Duktiel misses the first of the free throws. Only 2 meters. Trying to play inside in the Basketball Champions League just tells you how hard he works. The only way he can compete. Does a great job. Filoy gets it into the half court, wants it back, needs a pass, gets a pass. Ndiaye comes to ball screen. He'll dive, gets the hard show. Great find. Scrub goes back into Ndiaye and he's fouled on the floor. Murphy's going to be charged with a personal because Ndiaye's deep. You've got to foul him down there. You've lost the battle if he gets it that deep. Tied at 23. Ndiaye keeps it alive. Murphy comes down with it. Just about retained possession. Nick Moore. Pedaway. Moore deep from 3 is off. Murphy's on the glass. Can't get it to drop. Wells comes down with it, chance to push. Goes all the way, coast to coast in traffic, draws contact. We'll go to the line and no transition defense at all from Nanterre, gets punished. As Wells just takes it strong. You've got to take the ball, you've got to try and slow it up. Well, neither team really doing the job you'd expect them to do from the free throw line. Both teams down at 50%. Both missing the opportunity to build on the fouls. Makes the second.
Sidigas Avellino, sorti d'Amedi,
And Ndoye sits down. Ndoye, well, he was definitely involved in the action. Full court pressure, released by Pedaway. Want to know where Wells was. Should have been in the denial. Nick Moore has it. Gets it into the half court. Pedaway will move it on. So inside, outside for the three is off. Great board by Murphy. Goes back up and one. Thomas Scrub just did not put a body on this, because Murphy just flies in from the wing, gets the two, draws contact. Get a great camera angle here. There's the foul. There's the two. One to come.
1 point,
Murphy will sit after the three-point play, replaced by Invernizzi. Didi Baldo gets it into the half court. Nice find. And Pedaway's going to be charged with a personal. Quite right, too. Good call by the official. Scrub wasn't expecting it, so probably went down a little easy, but he just wasn't expecting the foul. In fact, it was quite hard contact. There's the contact. And Pedaway's going to look around going, wow, I got the ball, but you got part of chest, part of arm, part of head. And Pedaway picks up foul number 2. He'll sit.
Quatrième faute d'équipe pour Nanterre 92. À la prochaine faute de lancer à suivre pour Sidigas Avellino.
And moves it on for the powder. Tries to look at space. Tries to turn the corner. Hard show again. They're going to trap that pick and roll. And the defense is rewarded.
Out of bounds. Sortie balle.
Well, you see the impact that both these coaches have. A little strategy for dealing with a pick and roll action. Avellino normally get a lot of it. More off the screen, wide open. Just scrapes the paint on the front of the ring. Wells pushes coast to coast again. Loses control. Invernizzi comes the other way. Great move. Great finish. Jamal Shua leans in after that messy play by Wells. 1-on-2, ball's knocked away, and Shula going the other way. Luna's not going to foul, and Shula gets the nice finish. Sagliapanti takes the timeout, and Avellino want to stop the little run that's building by Nanterre. Trail 28-24, take the timeout. Let's take a listen.
We play pick and roll. He play number 4, you play number 5. Okay, we play pick and roll with you, not with 0. Okay? And remember, go catch the ball, dribble back, move. We need to move the ball on the pick and roll. We need to move the ball on the pick and roll. Now we play the pick and roll against number 4. Say.
Well, Coach Sagliapanti wants a different point of attack on the pick and roll. They want Noonan in the screen, which will remove some of that defensive intensity that Nanterre get, especially with Plassard Dutiel coming off the screen, shows really hard. But they're back the wrong way round again. They need to get the ball off here. Wells has it. Bit of Paldo. Here's the pick and roll they're talking about. Find the extra man. Great rotation. And we've got an unsportsmanlike foul. Got to credit the defense. Got to credit the rotation. That's preparation. You guys have got to then execute it. Got to be quick. They've got to be intense. But Canoni read that. They run the pick and roll. They move the ball coming out of it. We've got to take that first pass away. And Nanterre get the benefit of the great defensive execution. Make the first of the free throws. Chance to lead it by 6 with the ball. There goes 2 for 2. Frustrated. Des Wells.
À la prochaine faute de lancer à suivre pour Nanterre 92. Remise en jeu, Nanterre dans le ball.
Shooter out top. Imanisi looks underneath. Patel gets a touch. Wants to go to work on Lunan. Goes round. Looks face up. Takes the tough turnaround. Good defense. Feloy in the game. To the Paldo. Gets the early screen from Lunan. Turns it down. Attacks the baseline. Needs a pass. Turnover. And again the rotation is out the top draw. Only goes up. Can't get it to drop. Ball will belong to Avellino.
Out of bounds. Sortie de balle. Substitution both team. Changement pour les deux équipes.
Shooter just read it.
Pour la sortie du Duc. Joe Passa Ducay. Out. Remplacé par Avellino in.
Feloy looked like he went pretty much straight up and down, so he can't really be called for the block as Konate was moving forward. Difficult one sometimes for players and a less experienced official to call. Lunan picks and pops, moves the basketball on, go pick and roll again. The powder goes up, doesn't get the drop, and turnover after the defensive stop. A 24 seconds in the half court for Avellino. And Nanterre at the moment lead by 6, but they've got to take advantage of this period of play. They really are giving Avellino issues. Avellino have made the adjustment. It's almost the adjustment, while it might be sensible, is taking them out of what they're used to running. Fittipaldo finds Leuven, poor pass. Again, great defensive effort. Fittipaldo finds a wide open Zellini from the perimeter. He can't get it to drop, but at the moment, Avellino is stuck. Stuck on 5 for the quarter. He is blocked. Just lack of decision on the penetration. Fittipaldo, far side of the ring, goes up off the glass, can't get it to drop. Looks at the official. That's the wrong place to look. Where you should be looking is getting back. But Nanterre turn it straight back over. And Fittipaldo gets rewarded for not a lot. He asks for the foul, but a little bit demonstrative, a little lucky not to be reprimanded by the official there. Great work by Lunan. Timeout for Nanterre. They may have missed an opportunity to build a lead in this second period. So Coach Comadieu wants to talk it over.
La deuxième option, à la D, don't forget, the first priority is pick and roll. Pick and roll offense. Okay? Right, à la D. In defense, the same defense we show is a pick and roll. Edge. Hard edge. No, just pick and roll. Hard edge. Yes, pick and roll. Okay.
No. Offense, we go zone, press, zone.
Coach Sagliapanti bringing the changes again. He's going to look at his zone press. Rich is back in the game. That's always a good sign for Avellino.
They're
going to show the 1-2-1-1 trap. Schuler floats it over. Feloy doesn't go to trap. First time, this is going to have a look at where the pass goes. 4-point lead for Nanterre. Trap has the other effect, takes away a lot of possession. Shula pulls the trigger for three. Just nails it. No one is a hand in the face. Knocks down the three. You've got to guard him. 7-point lead for Nanterre. Back cut. Rich. Little composure for two. Fly-by time. And Rich ticks the scoreboard over again. Steps in the game. Gets a little rhythm going for his team. Avellino on the inside. Moore gets inside, waits, wraps it. Shooter with the three, back-to-back threes in the book. And Leonard just looks at Fittipaldi and says, "Where were you?" Well, he's right underneath the screen. You can see it on the bottom of your screen. The more screens you set, the better shots you get. And Invernizzi just nailed the screen. And no second invitation required for Jamal Shula. He knocks down the three. We've got an 8-point lead, and Nanterre in a very good place at the moment. Fittipaldi looks to attack now. Fittipaldi going baseline, needs a pass, finds one. Rich, great adjustment, gets in the inside, outside, great hands, great effort. Can they turn it into points? Will they be smart? Yes, they will. And Manu says, nope, let's look at keeping it alive. Fili almost comes up with a steal. Shula has it, 9 on the possession. And Manu goes up over Fili. Dominates him for size. Great execution by Nanterre, very patient. They get an advantage, then they're going to exploit it. Off the glass for 2. They have a 10-point lead, and Avellino will take the timeout with 2:16 to go in the half. Loon out top. What's Avellino's answer out of the timeout? 2 to go in the half. Fittipaldi needs a pass, finds one. Rich comes out top, 5 on the possession. Takes it strong with the left hand. Angle on the glass, draws contact. And when they need it, they know where to go. Jason Rich is normally the answer. Tough move. Gets a block, gets a second block. Draws the contact, goes to the line. Needs to tick it over.
Jason Rich on the line for 2 shots.
Well, even Rich's free throw numbers dipping. It's 100% from the 3, 100% from the free throw line, 58% from 2 last week. Goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Avellino going through a tough patch at the moment. Nanterre really have to exploit this. Moore gets him into the half court. Shula moves it on. Wide open for 3, way long. Great rebound by Aminu. The 3 is off. Defensive rebound by Lunan, just held his space. 5 on 4 at the moment, just got to find the open man. Well, Lunan was the open man, decides not to put it up. Rich will back it out, wants the ball screen. Oh, great take. Fittipaldi attacks the closeout. Rich with a little 2 is good. Nice penetration on Fittipaldo. Finds Rich for the easy two, but it's all about movement. Schuler outside, guarded by Filoy. Aminu wants a touch. Quick release by Schuler's way short. Great rebound. There's not a lot of boxing out going on at the moment by Avellino. Penetration. Little kick to Aminu is no good. And they are just all over the offensive boards at the moment. Third possession. Moore will take the ball screen. Little hesitation, gets to the glass. Well, if you got to save, maybe if he'd have gone with his left hand, he had a great effort. Well, they won't get it away. But can I take, almost gave them a fifth shot on that possession. But Avellino have a chance to cut this to a 5-point game, and they would have taken that when they're 10 down. Fittipaldo into the half court, trying to hold for the last shot. There's something like a less than a second differential between clock and shot clock and game clock. Got a whistle. Wow. I think Fittipaldo is surprised. Let's take a look. Nanterre will take the timeout with 11 seconds to go. Chance to make this a double-digit lead at the halfway line, halftime. Get it to double digits, walk into the locker room with all that momentum. Big play, big moment in the game.
On se met milieu. Okay. On mise en jeu ici. Hugo 1. T. Non. T side. Ok.
Ouais, c'est bon. C'est bon, allez sur la médiane.
On peut aller derrière. Hein. Ok. Donc là on fait Hugo ici, Karen ici, Aladé derrière. Ok. Jamal ici. Ok.
We're going this way, right? We're going this way.
Maybe, hey, maybe ball for you. 1-1. Okay. Hey.
Substitution, Sidigas Avellino, sorti d'Andrea Zerini, out, remplacé par Thomas Cohen.
9.8 seconds, 8-point game. And Nanterre have a chance to go in double digits up. And that's a very, very efficient second period for the home team. Penaway gets the ball screen. Gets away with a little walk. Yeah, well, didn't get away with a little walk.
No basket.
Well, Avellino dodge a bullet. Penaway passes up a huge opportunity. And Avellino are 1.2 seconds to try and manufacture something. Go long. Oh, they almost got it. That'll be...
Out of bounds, sortie de balle.
Oh, and that'll do it for the half. And Nanterre will go into the locker room at home. 8 points up in a very, very good place. There's confirmation. Nanterre 92-38. Sidigas Avellino 30. We're at the half here in Nanterre. And there's a happy coach as he makes his way to the locker room. His team lead it by 8 after an impressive defensive performance in that second quarter, keeping Avellino down to 11 points. And Nanterre consistently tick it over. 2 19-point quarters have given themselves a nice advantage at the half. Going to get a chance to look at some statistics in a moment while you enjoy the girls dancing. Well, neither team, Avellino have been very impressive from the 2-point range. And been very impressive in terms of their 3-point percentage, 40% and 62. But they've turned the ball over 10 times. And they're being out-rebounded as well. And it's just them giving easy opportunities to Nanterre 92, who've taken full advantage, shooting Only shot 35 and 33%. Out-rebounded, generated more points off turnovers, which has given Nanterre the 8-point lead. We'll take a break then. It's an 8-point game here in Nanterre. We'll be back shortly for the second half. We'll see you then.
From downtown, 2 points, Martin Lunen. Two points, Bruno Fitch. Shooter! Replay! Diego Vinavizzi!
Well, welcome back to Nanterre. Home team on the floor. Must be a very positive group to be with at the moment. They lead by 8, and they really did turn the screws really tightly on the Avellino lineup as that second quarter developed, keeping the Italians to 11 points in that second period. But Avellino demonstrated last week when they got the road win that they can find ways to make adjustments in games. Panti did a great job making adjustments last week. I'm sure he's been in that locker room talking both about offensive execution, because at times they really have been a little static as that period developed, and haven't made that extra movement to just give themselves that extra bit of separation from the defense to create more of an advantage on the closeouts.
Passe ici pour la houe. À la D. Screen fort. Jamal. Ok. Hugo, tu vas dans le corner. Pick the picker. Ok. Jamal ici. Joue le pick. Echo. Dans le dos d'Aladé. Echo. Flash inside after. Hey. Possible ball for Echo. Hey. Catch and shoot for you. Go.
Same defense, man. Same defense. Go. Nanterre.
Ce match pour la première à domicile en basketball Champions League. Nanterre 92 et 10 supporters. Est-ce que vous êtes là? Alors tout le monde travaille en ligne. Tous ensemble.
Hey, go to catch the ball. Hey, receive the ball in our position for remove.
Troisième carton. Start on first quarter.
Underway then in the third quarter. And Shafatzik will take a first look at it for Nanterre with the 8-point lead. Little whistle.
Faute personnelle du numéro 25, 25, Jason Rich. Et second, sa deuxième faute.
And Mizzi will hit off the shooter. High pick and roll. Shooter tries to turn the corner. Nowhere to go. Shafatzik lifts. Has to put it up. Oh, Shafatzik does what Shafatzik does best. You just got to be all over him. If he gets half a step, he's going to take that three. And when he's on, he's all very, very good. Just knocks it down. 9 points, all in threes. Rich outside. Luna moves it. Puts it on the floor. Baseline. Opened up for him. Finds Rich. Gets in the lane. Takes the tough turnaround. Drops it. Rich just finds ways to get it away. Defense can't do a lot more. Rich still finds the bottom of the screen. Shafatzik. He's not going to beat you on the dribble. You've just got to close him out strong. Shooter wraps it. Shafatzik again gets a close out. Little floater in the lane. He's short. With Nanterre control it, Shafatzik gets it back. Wants to organize, comes off the pick, gets in a little space. Quick release. Doesn't get the roll. Luna comes down with a rebound chance for Fittipaldo to try to ignite Avellino. The Uruguayan gets it back. Lines up the three, is short. And again, there is not a lot of commitment to the glass. It'd be interesting to find out what the issue is with Frasenko, the Ukrainian. Got a whistle on the play. And a little change of pivot foot, generates the turnover. Yeah. picked it up a little before getting the ball on the floor. Only 7 turnovers for Nanterre. They've been very effective with the basketball. Rich outside the 3. They really have chased him. Fittipaldo, extra part. Luna lines up the 3. Great ball movement. Can't knock it down. And again, no one's on the glass. Hamadei Undai has just got to compete on the boards. Shooter with a runner. Doesn't get the drop. Wells will pull in the defensive rebound. Keeps it. Go on baseline. Wells with a left hand for 2.
2 points. There's Wells. Good work.
Fittipaldo outside the 3, thought about it, backs it out. 7-point game. Avellino, for all their woes, but they turned it over. And Fittipaldo, who was so good last week, so efficient, and also had a great game at the weekend. A little bit out of sorts at the moment. Rich can't handle the pass. Fittipaldo's turnover. Shafatzik will advance the basketball. He's going to make Shafatzik play a little bit quicker than he wants to. Comes off the ball screen, tries to turn the corner, gets in the lane, steps back. Well, after saying you needed to make him put it on the floor, you've got to stay in front of him. Just turns the corner. Fittipaldo really just has to do a much better job defensively of staying in stance, in front. Offensive foul called, and Dye picks up the personal, and his night goes from bad to worse. There's not a good feel here with Avellino. You know, it's back-to-back road games for them. That's a big effort physically to be on the road for 2 back-to-back midweek games after returning back to Italy for a league game in the middle of it. Out to Istanbul, now over to Paris. That's not a huge trip, but it's still a trip. Shooter with a leaner, doesn't get it to drop. Ball kept alive. Fittipaldo stepped on the baseline before being able to control it. Shafatzik off the 2 screens. Will take the ball screen. Needs a pass. No, he doesn't. Steps back. Again, no hand in his face. Shafatzik has a very hot hand at the moment. Fittipaldo. Hard show. Forces him backwards. Puts it on the floor. Inside, Shafatzik. Doesn't like the call. Let's take a look. Well, there's a foul. Here's the other end. He needs a pass, but then Wells is yet another Avellino player to slip on the vinyl or on the paint in the keyway. Fittipaldo gets the drop. Wow, Fittipaldo had 11 points, 6 assists last week, 18 in the league at the weekend. At the moment, not quite living up to those numbers.
2 points.
Fittipaldo picks up his 6th point of the game. And Avellino, 5 from 11 from the free throw line. On the road, you just cannot give away points. It's come approaching the halfway mark of the 3rd quarter. And at the moment, Nanterre look like they're in control of a game. That's what they're trying to do. Schuler, catch, release is way short. Fittipaldo just keeps it alive. Rich is off. If you don't stop him, he'll keep going at you. Stops, pops the 2 and drops it. Jason Rich is a level player. He really can play this game. Gets his feet set in transition. 62% from the field as he knocks down 13 points. Schuler needs a pass. Shafatsik. Wells has just got to guard him. Oh, great work on the class. I mean, should score, does score. That's poor pick and roll defense by Avellino. Wells just gets picked off, which means Nanterre gets caught up guarding the shot, which then releases Aminu to get to the offensive boards. Lunan has it. Will go down to Rich. Takes the tough two, doesn't get the drop. Nanterre can't collect the rebound. Oh, wide open. As he doesn't need his second invitation. Knocks down the three. And Avellino's defense that was talked about the whole week across the Basketball Champions League of how effective it was last week is just falling apart in front of your very eyes here. Wide open shot after wide open shot for Safatsik. And then the last one for Invernizzi opens up a 12-point advantage for the French club. Nanterre's going to step. Zalini will step in. Zarini relieves the pressure. Fittipaldo's got to get his game going here. Luna on a quick rip through, gets to the glass, can't complete the play, but will go to the free throw line. Murphy just got caught a little bit flat-footed on the rip through. Third foul for Murphy. For Nanterre. No stranger to latter stages of European competition. Won the 2017 FIBA Europe Cup, the 2015 Euro Challenge. This team knows how to win games in Europe. It started off its Basketball Champions League campaign very impressively so far. Lead by 10 with just under 4 to go. Shafatsik, oh, Filoy read it, got a piece of it.
Out of bounds, second back. Possession, Nanterre avec le ball.
Pedaway will take the ball screen, turns the corner, goes inside to Aminu. He needs a pass, finds one. Shafatsik, little crossover, 3 on the possession. Fittipaldo with only 2 seconds on the shot clock. Gives up a foul here for Shafatsik, gets caught up.
Remise en jeu, Nanterre avec son possession. Avec son public!
Drops it inside, Aminu is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. And again, Avellino's defense is just pulled apart by Nanterre. Shafatsik draws the help, no rotation. The strength of last week, and even in the first half here, their ability to help the helper was exceptional. Here, Rich doesn't go across. Aminu is fouled and will go to the free throw line. There he goes, 1 for 2. Avellino still hanging around here, down 11. Filoy back in the game, has the basketball. Rich needs a pass, finds one. Filoy gets it back to Rich. 9 on the possession. Rich attacks the traffic. Zarini's on the inside, gets it to Rich, who takes the short little push shot. All a bit messy. And Nanterre in transition. Pedaway. Comes off the ball screen, tries to turn the corner, off the glass, is blocked. And Filoy has a chance to run the other way. Avellino finds a pass. Lunan will settle it down. Plenty of time left in the game for Avellino. 2:50 to go in quarter 3. Filoy wraps it. Lunan with the 3, gets his feet set. Rich wide open. Put it in the book. Great decision by Lunan. The two guys on the three-point line, both good shooters. Rich just that little bit better. Luna gives it up for the team. 8-point game. Ball's knocked away. Murphy will recover. Fartsik has it knocked away. Filoi's not going to let him set. 4 seconds on the shot possession. 4 to get it away. Petaway puts it on the floor. Have to go up here. Takes the tough one. Gets it to drop. Great composure here. Didn't just throw it up. Gets his feet set. Drops it for 2. 10-point game. Filoi, feet set. Moves it on. Rich tries to find a hole. Moves it on. Shrub attacks it off the closeout. Can't get it away, and he's got to go through that contact. You've got to draw that contact. You can't avoid it. Watch the help come, and he just avoids the contact. Avellino would almost certainly have fouled him.
Substitution, Sidigas Avellino, sorti de Jezenovich out, remplacé par Lorenzo del Colle.
4 seconds on the possession. Avellino they got to tick it over. Oh, they've got to put it up. Shub attacks it. Is fouled and 1. Petaway's going to pick up foul number 3. Gives up the and 1 play. Chance to cut it to a 7-point game. Completes the 3-point play. 7-point game for all their dominance, for all the momentum. Nanterre now. They've got to finish this 3rd period strong. Petaway has it outside the 3-point line. Goes inside. Extra pass. If he just laid it out in front of him, he had a chance. Konate was making the cut. Ball was put at him, not in front of him. Fartsik, deep 3 is long. Great work. Well, they're going to call the push. Have to call the push. Great work. Tremendous work on the glass. Passav, Dutel. We keep saying undersized, but just nothing undersized about his effort.
On the line for 2 shots.
Passav Dutel. Knocks the first. As we said in the first half, at 32 years old, he's the attitude setter of this team. Really does lead by physical example. Filoi will take the ball screen from Luna, who rolls. Filoi tries to turn the corner. Good lift. Shrub goes to the far side of the ring, gets the little push for 2. And they're still hanging around at 7, Avellino. Dangerous team to stay in the game. Fartsik. Better chase off the screen. Great pass. Good tell. Passav gets the 2. Looks like he had a little contact. Has a little bit of a case to answer. Oh, he's got to go up. Now gets a piece. The quick hand. And that's going to be out of bounds. Still only 8 turnovers for Nanterre. And when you consider Avellino's defense last week was just phenomenal. Five on the possession. Shafatsik's going to have to put this up or find someone open. And almost just throws it out of bounds. 1 second on the end line for Nanterre. And Nanterre will take the timeout.
We have the time. We have 9 seconds for play.
On va jouer un. Ok, on est Echo ici. Ok, Terrain, with the ball. Ok, là, Nick, you cut. It's possible, ball for Nick. Ball. After we play pick and roll and pick the picker. Ok, si on peut. It's not possible for Nick. Cut in opposite.
Well, Coach Zachary Apenti still not happy, but he's frustrated with his team. His team is a step off where they were last week, hence the trail by 9. So inside, outside, this has got to go up. Oh, a little penetration, don't get the drop, and they dodge a bullet. And Avellino trail 9 at the end of 3.
Nanterre 92-57-48. Nanterre married to leads 57-48. On retrouve les Sublime Dogs Cheerleaders.
And Nanterre nothing but consistent. 19 points a quarter for the home team. And Sidigas Avellino stayed with it in that quarter. They've stopped the bleeding, let's put it that way. They have a chance in this 4th quarter to try and get the road win, but Nanterre just feel as though they're in control. Here are the statistics. Avellino still shooting 62% from 2, but just can't make a 3. 25% from downtown. Nanterre's numbers are not overly impressive, let's be fair. But they've rebounded better, they've taken care of the basketball, and that's why they have this 9 points advantage.
Start of last quarter. Début du dernier carton. Est-ce que les Italiens vont s'imposer ce soir?
Not enough moments like that from Des Wells. Lots of moments like this from Hege Shafatsik. Shafatsik, 33 years old now. Second year here in Nanterre. Something in the Paris air that really sits well with him. Every possession counts now for Avellino. They're going to try and work their way back into this. 9 points down. Filo will have it as they get the first look in the half court. Lunin, he's doing his normal steady job. I don't know if steady's going to be enough. Filo with a real lean back. Got a whistle on the plate. And Doy's going to draw a foul. Much better effort on the glass as Avellino try to make things happen on the boards.
Remise en jeu, Sidigas Avellino.
Filoy has. Takes the high screen, Ndoye rolls. Nice to have a touch. They don't really give him a look. And we've got a whistle, travel call. Scrub turns it over. Ndoye's got to get a touch. Decent roll that time. He's wide open there if they just find a way to get him the ball. Shafatzik fills the double team and just always looks like he's in command and control. Schuler, who's been very impressive at times, comes off the high screen, stops, pops the three, and just buried it from deep. Schuler has been superb at taking that option, coming off the screen when his team need the big shot to drop. Opens it out to a 12-point lead, 11 points personal for Schuler. Feel like gets a touch, wants to go to work in the post, steps back, steps through, goes up, and it did everything but drop. Scrub is fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Personal foul. Faute personnelle du numéro 42, 42, Joe Passavite. Et second, sa deuxième faute. La faute étant sur le tir, de lancer à suivre pour Thomas Scrub. On the line for 2 shots.
Got to make every one of these free throws count. Can only go 1 for 2. They keep it alive, but just knock it out of bounds. 14-8. Avellino in terms of turnovers, and that's a decisive factor at the moment. 8:40 to go. Avellino hanging on. At some point, as you all know, there is a game of runs. You get the right run and get right back in it. Different game. Schuler will wrap the pass. Murphy on a quick catch and release. Just caught it, went, and makes the little runner. Just a poor angle on the closeout. Murphy makes it pay. Day puts it on the floor, tries to go to work with the left hand. Nice finish.
2 points.
Good finish, focused on the glass, gives himself a good angle. Avellino just about hanging around. Shafatzik moves it on. Murphy can't get it to drop. Scrub has a chance to run the break. 7:40 to go. Lunham thinks about the three. The middle opened up. Filoy, mid-range 2. Gets it to drop. Scrub can't foul in that situation. There's no need to foul. Nanterre are smart. They're going to take care of it. They draw the foul. You don't want them get in that situation. There's no hope of making that steal. Scrub's just got to play defense. No shortcut to get back in games. Off the high screen, looks underneath, only 3 on the possession. This one's got to go up. We're going to whistle on the play, and Rich is going to get called for a hold with 1 second on the shot. Possession clock, and little moments like that are just hurting Avellino in a major way tonight. 7:10 to go. See, that's a foul. If you put your hand and your palm on the post, officials have got to call that foul. Otherwise, it all gets a little bit physical in the wrong way. Shafatzik buries the 3. What a night for Shafatzik. Goes on the 16 personal. 57% from the 3-point line. 16 points, confirmation. Filoy off the screen, needs a pass. Turnover. It's all about Nanterre at the moment. Great lead pass. Schuler for 2. Nanterre with the 14-point advantage. A little give and go. Shooter for two. Timeout, Avellino. And Avellino have just dug themselves a huge hole. And Nanterre trying to put the game to bed. Lead it by 14. Timeout for Avellino.
Non stare, muovila, muovila. Move the ball, reverse. Don't stay here, we dribble. Okay, now in defense, we stay like this. Amadi, Thomas, Jason, Ariel.
Surtout le plus important, au chaud. Viens ici. Rappel, hey, remember.
Well, the scoring woes continue for Sidigas Avellino. Only 5 points so far in the fourth. A 9-point game has become a 14-point game. And there's nothing in the Avellino huddle that tells you they have an answer here. Shula has 13, Shafatsky at 16. Those two leading the scorers for Nanterre, but they have contributions across the roster. Eight guys have scored. Wide open. Philoy simply has to start making shots. He makes that one. Plenty of time left in the game. Philoy just buries one from deep. Back to an 11-point game. They're still hanging around Avellino. Some serious belief in this group. Moore. Can't get it to drop. Oh, everything's going against him. Tell goes up in dire fouls.
Faute personnel du numéro 55-55, Amadi Ndiaye. His force, sa quatrième faute. La faute étant sur le tir.
The only good thing about it
on the line for 2 shots.
is Passava Ductel has got to go to the free throw line to earn it. They didn't give him an easy 2. 6 minutes to go. 11-point game with these 2 free throws to come. Make that a 12-point game. Two for two for the vet. When you need him, he's going to come through. 13-point game. Avellino have got to start plugging away. Scores and stops. Philoy off the curl. Shafatsik, excellent defense the way he closed him out. And Doy again rolls wide open. This time he's found, and that's why he needs the ball. They show hard. They've got to find the roller, especially if the defense is all in pass denial, which is how Nanterre have run that pick and roll defense the whole night. The first time Avellino make them pay. Shafatsik comes off the high screen. Stops, fires the 3. As you were, Shafatsik knocks another one down. 5 threes on the night. Five from 8. And Shafatsik lighting it up here in Paris. Nanterre, one of the suburbs of the capital, is home for the German Shafatsik. And he is on fire. Feeling it, wanting it. And if you don't take it away, he's going to knock it down. Rich will inbound. Plenty of time, though, for Avellino. Filipaldo needs a pass. Lunan has got to stay with what they were just running. Philoy for 3. Get it! L1.
3 points.
And Shafatsik is going to commit that cardinal sin of fouling the jump shooter. Chance to make it a 10-point game, as close as Avellino have been in a long, long time. Still 5 minutes to go. Plenty of time for the Italian club. Filoy on the free throw line to make it a 10-point game, which he does.
Un point supplémentaire à Ariel Filoy, 1 point.
Pressure up the floor. Moore deals. Double team, finds the open man. And one.
Shooter, 2 points, the plan.
Well, you can have an inquest. The first thing you've got to do is play defense. And then do not foul and give them the and one.
Force me foul. Sidigas Avellino, 4e faute d'équipe.
Zalini will sit with the 5th foul. See, that's not a smart foul at all.
Schuler on the line for 1 shot. One point, Schuler. 1 point.
Oh, back out to a 13-point game. He just can't get it under 10 and then work with it. Fittipaldo gets in the lane. Extra pass. Ball bounces on the sideline, and Shrub just didn't look like he was going to shoot it, so you play the pass.
Remise en jeu, Sidigas Avellino possession.
Moore's a little close. Filoy wide open for 3. Just almost too much space. Moore has it. Shafatsik, who's been the man tonight, comes off the screen. Gets the neck on the screen from. It's got to go up. Little runner off one leg is no good. Defensive rebound. Scrub has a chance to run. 4-on-3 break. Just find the open man. Here he is, wide open. Filoy. Lunan for 3 is long. Great job on the glass. Imanezi just hauls it in. Nanterre feeling double team. Needs a pass. Finds one. Extra pass is open. Great hands by Filoy. An easy, poor decision. Filoy gets the 2. Just when you feel that Nanterre are putting the game away, they'll make that crazy mistake. Back to 11. Oh, I couldn't get round. Too big, too strong, too old in a positive way. Experience. Viductel just holds his space and just finishes the play. Back out to 13, and Nanterre just trying to manage this. Filoy knocks another 3 down. Back to 10. Plenty of time here for Avellino. Imanezi is fouled. Doesn't get the drop.
Faute personnel du numéro 11, number 11, Thomas Scrub. His second, sa deuxième.
Scrub with a breakdown. I think he was the guy that should have been back.
Sidigas Avellino est dans la pénalité. Sidigas Avellino une penalty. Au lancer, Hugo Imanezi on the line for 2 shots.
Imanezi, a chance to get it above 10 again. 3 minutes to go for Avellino. Can they just build enough of momentum to make it, to put some doubt into the mind of Nanterre? Not if they continue to make throws like that. And 2 for 2 for Imanezi.
Nanterre 92 qui mène 79-67. Nanterre avec 2 leads, 79-67. Personal foul. Number 11, for personnel numéro 11, Nick Moore.
Fittipaldo will go to the free throw line.
Timeout, Sidigas Avellino,
Avellino will take the timeout.
Nanterre 92 qui mène 79-67.
Expect them to come out and be up the floor after the free throws.
On retrouve les Dolls Cheerleaders.
like this. He passed the ball. We push in the middle. Trap. This player. Ready, ready, ready. We start like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we push in the middle. Okay. We arrive. Still. This player, if you don't pass. Okay.
Well, you saw the defense, you saw it being drawn up. And they just haven't been able to get into Nanterre to stop them scoring. That's the difference between this week and last week. They just cannot find a way to just take the rhythm out of Nanterre's offense.
On the line for 2 shots.
Get it back to 10, get it to single digits, build some momentum, still plenty of time. Fittipaldo makes it. 10-point game. Nanterre just can't put them away. Here comes the double team and the trap. Now they've got to just knuckle down and play defense. Shafatzik learning shows, then he's got to recover. Turnover. Rich has it. Gonna just take it right down there. Floats it. Nice pass. Scrub goes up. Gets the 2. 8-point game. Momentum builds for Avellino. Crowd goes quiet here in Nanterre. Do they start defending what they have? It's always a recipe for disaster. Got to take the options you have. It's just a when you take them is the key. Moore with 7 on the possession. Shafatzik puts it on the floor, down the middle, stops, takes the tough 2, gets it to roll. Well, he's carried them most of the game. Why wouldn't he carry him at the end? Soft touch. Can't get the 3 to go. Fittipaldo. Rich, wide open. Can't get that to drop. Great work by Scrub. Where was this earlier on? Scrub knocks the 3 down. 7-point game. 3rd shot of the previous offense is the one that they tick it over with. That's that. Joe sits down. Quick hands again by Filoy. A stop and a score now would make life very interesting with 1:30 to go. They probably need to keep Nanterre on 81 to have a chance to win. On the sideline, another turnover, knocks it forward, Fittipaldo goes up, gets the 2. We got a 5-point game in 1:21 to go. Avellino with momentum as Nanterre try to defend what they have and being so passive. Avellino finally start to make the defense pay. Nanterre take the timeout. When they come back, they would advance it in the front court. Murphy's.
What do you want me to do? Okay.
Murphy not happy.
On va jouer short, ok? On va jouer short. Et hey, simplement, Hugo, tu vas faire un écran ici pour Joe, ok? Et après on fait main à main, enough main à main, ok? Hein, ouais, ok? Et après on enchaîne pick and roll ici, bien large, ok? Bien large, d'accord? Joueur corner, c'est Nick qui va faire la remise en jeu, ok? Non, Echo, fais la remise, fais la remise.
Well, there's the assist and turnover ratio. Nanterre 11 and 11. And Avellino with those last couple of steals. And the assist numbers even it out a little bit. Big possession. You hope Nanterre come out and run the same way they've been running the whole game, as opposed to the last few minutes where they played to not make a mistake. Moore will inbound. Tiel gets it on the inside. As it knocked away, foul called. Got to step to the free throw line. If he only makes one, it's still a 2-possession game. There's the foul by Lunan. It's allowing deep catches. That's the issue. Quiet in the gym. Silence in the gym. Well, now they're starting to get very, very quiet. Very, very worried. Dutiel on the free throw line. Pass out Dutiel to make this a 6-point game. Still a 2-possession game. Comes up empty. Fittipaldo moves it on. Rich for the 3. Just would not drop. Foul on Fittipaldo as he tried to get the steal. So all that's happened is about 5 seconds of clicked off the clock, and we're making the long walk back. Rich wide open. Shooter hung on. We'll go to the free throw line. There are Avellino fans who can't believe that didn't go down. Shooter on the free throw line. Second foul on Fittipaldo. Not been the best night for Fittipaldo. Again, the gym goes silent. This is a big one. Makes it a 3-possession game. And he does. Substitution coming in for Nanterre. Konate steps in. Shafatzik doesn't go up the floor. You'd have thought there'd been a little bit more pressure. They don't have fouls to give, so Fittipaldo puts it on the floor, gets inside, kicks it, steps back for Schrupp for 3. Buried one. Oh, it's a 4-point game. And there's still 53 to go. Schuler is fouled. Offensive, unsportsmanlike foul. Let's take another look at it. Sagliapanti, not a happy coach. That's an unsportsmanlike foul. No need for it though. It's 2 shots and possession. It almost kills the situation. Schuler having made his last 2. Chance to make this a 6-point game. But misses the first. And then the unsportsmanlike foul becomes a real hardship. It's great the way fans live every moment. Makes the second 5-point game. Not done at all. The unsportsmanlike foul kills Avellino now. Need a steal, need a stop. Safatzik feels a little double team. Nowhere to go. Just about gets it off. Konate. They don't need to foul now. There's just not enough. There's only 10 seconds on the possession. Safatzik for 3. Doesn't get the drop. What a board. Schuler has been immense. In the last minute, he's been absolutely immense. Shoots the throws. Outworks his opponent, gets to the offensive boards, and quite possibly has iced a huge winning Group D for Nanterre. Still time left though for Avellino. They take the timeout. Shafatzik with the 3. And look at Shooter on the glass. Completely unopposed board. Rich just missed him on a box out.
Martin! Bruno! Ariel!
31. 4 quarter points.
1.
For Avellino.
Fake!
Has not been enough to haul them back into this because Nanterre
If they overplay,
positive,
go on.
have executed and have gone 29 points themselves. The highest scoring quarter of the game is the fourth. And you've got to give Nanterre so much credit for the way they have managed this game. 39 and 49% respectively. Looks like it might be enough to go 2-0 and top Group D. 30 seconds, still time here. Avellino need to score, have to score on this possession. And do not take a lot of time over it. Fittipaldo puts it on the floor, on the dribble, off the glass for two. Big move, big time move. Need a steal right now. It's gonna be a steal or a foul. Pet away. What a, that's the play. They're gonna play it straight up. They don't need to really shoot it. There's a very small differential between game and shot clock. So we look like we're going to accept a 5-pointer. Free in the corner. Buried it. How fitting is that? Jamal Schuler underlines Nanterre on week 2 of the Basketball Champions League. We'll go to the top of Group D on the back of a 89-81 win over Avellino. The last 2 minutes belong to Jamal Schuler. There's confirmation. Nanterre 92 get an 89-81 win over Sidigas Avellino. And they will go 2-0, the only unbeaten team in Group D. And after game day 2, they sit proudly on top of Group D, making a perfect start to the Basketball League champions. Sorry, Basketball League. Opening 2 weeks, Shafatzik was huge. Schuler saw them home. Tremendous effort across the whole of the roster. And Donadue, Coach Donadue, managed that superbly. Schuler was the hero at the end. Shafatzik, the general throughout the game. That's a shirt that they're going to get autographed. It's a night that these fans will have enjoyed. It's a night that's going to make a lot more people come back to Nanterre for the next home game. While the Nanterre story continues. They go 2-0 in Group D. A lot of young fans would have enjoyed that. A lot of them in your picture right now. The tradition of the walk round the court here in France. Here's the statistics. Avellino with 63% from 2, only 36 from 3. Consistent scoring from both 2 and 29 threes from Nanterre. They shot the ball well. They won the rebound battle, 14 offensive rebounds from Nanterre. Huge deal on the game. 15 turnovers for Avellino, above what they would normally expect. That contributed to the loss. And Jamal Schuler is the man for this crowd at the moment. Game leaders, Viloy had 19 big points. Schuler with 24 points. 57% across the whole of the field goal. 4 from 6 from 2, 4 from 8 from the three-point line. Schuler was good. And Nanterre are a real contender. That's already clear after only 2 weeks of the Basketball Champions League. Used to winning in Europe, playing well at the moment, getting the job done both in the French League and in the Champions League. They have started this second season of the Basketball Champions League in a very, very positive way. Well, here are the Group D standings. There's confirmation of Nanterre with a perfect 2-0 record. So 1 perfect team and then 1 team without a win. Avellino, Besiktas, Alice, Ostend, Zelonogora and Nymburk, all with the 1-1 record. This group is going to be tight. It's going to, week to week, it's going to be one of those groups. You've got to, if you string a couple of wins together, you are going to go up the group. So Group D, as teams are trying to make themselves qualify for the top 16, is going to go all the way. Shafatzik was great, absolutely tremendous on the night. Always people are going to try and make him play quick, but he was under control, shot the three incredibly well, and really did run his team better.
2 points.
Nanterre moved the ball, shared the ball. Too many plays like this for Avellino, which is not the way they played last week. A lot of plays like this with Shafatzik. Gets a little space, gets a little separation, gets balance, great touch, and was just a points machine for the evening. Whatever angle, whatever camera, it just underlines how good Shafatzik was. Rich had his solid game, normally 18 points. Him and Falloy again lead the scorers in the Basketball Champions League for Avellino. Fittipaldi chipped in with 13, and Scrub was good off the bench, a full team, but it just wasn't enough because Schuler, and in situations and breakdowns like that, meant that there was more than enough breathing space for the French club as this game ran out. Petaway really did give punch off the bench. With Shafatzik, provider, scorer, and floor leader, had his hand on most good things that happened for Nanterre. A good story though for Avellino. 2 away games to start the campaign. They've been on 2 of the tougher floors here in Istanbul, and have come out of it 1-1. That puts them in a great, should put them in a great shape as this group unfolds.
Sidigas Avellino.
It's just been a tremendous night of Basketball Champions League action here. Rounds off another good week of action in the Basketball Champions League. Some massive overtime games, some tremendous road performances like Besiktas last night in Ostend, and then some real quality performances like those of Schuler and Shafatzik for Nanterre. Well, Nanterre
Come on!